Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And this is our special post-Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving roundup, wrap-up, wrapping gifts, December 1st, Christmas coming special.
Yeah, that's right. All of that stuff. But it's not going to be the name of the show. No, it's not. Because that's a lot to work with. But that's what we're doing today.
Hyphens. It's all hyphens.
Regardless of what we call this episode, that's the name of the episode.
Special stories about Thanksgiving, talk about the future, special guest appearances this week. It's going to be wild. Strap in, get ready, let's go.
Strap in, strap on, and bend over, motherfuckers.
Oh.
I knew it! I fucking knew he was coming!
December 1st? Oh my, it's Christmas time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We got special guest stars throughout the entire episode. Just a cavalcade of guests. Right, Santa? Oh, I guess so. I thought I would be special if I was alone and your only guest, so I guess I'll fuck off.
Did somebody see Gist? Hello, everybody. I came over from Australia to make this Gist appearance.
Bruce!
Alright, and I'll see you later. Gonna hop on that plane now. It's gonna take about 64 hours to get back home to the outback. Oh, bloomin' onions all the way, mate. See you later.
Bye, Bruce.
Oh, by the way, in Christmas in Australia, it's really hot. It's our summertime.
I actually asked my wife the other day, I was like, if it's spring edging into summer there, is there Thanksgiving in our spring edging into summer?
I don't know if they've got a Thanksgiving.
Like, do they flip it?
I don't know if we've got a Thanksgiving is what I meant.
What, you don't have a holiday dedicated to when you met your indigenous peoples?
Oh, we do. It's just
and ate a big dinner with them?
No, we didn't eat a big dinner with them. We just massacred them. You see, yeah, we're actually kind of in the same boat. We just went and ran all over the Aboriginals. Yeah, more like unoriginal for not being as good as us, and we colonized them. Anyway, gonna head all back. See you later.
Bye, Bruce.
I want Christmas.
Cavalcade of guest stars this week.
Wow.
It's a Thanksgiving.
It's
a Thanksgiving miracle.
It took 64 hours to come over by boat and by plane. Just for that little pop-in. He was so happy because it's been so long since he's been on here. And you know what? I don't even know. Maybe he'll miss his flight or something. I don't know. Maybe a couple more pop-ins will happen. Maybe it won't be them. Maybe it'll be some other crazy character.
I don't know why he keeps calling it a flight. It's clearly a princess cruise.
Yes. Oh yeah. He still is on the hook for that princess cruise. He ended up having to purchase it outright because of the destruction that occurred to his hand. So he had to actually he took out a loan to actually purchase it. One of these days we got to get a story from him, the entire Princess Cruise story. We'll check that out. Yep. But yeah, so we've got some crazy stuff happening in this episode, and we're gonna launch into some good old things. I would call them turkey drop-ins or scrapings or whatever we've got coming up.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call that segment. I was like, I think we had a name for it. Is it just turkey droppings?
What I'll probably do is we'll do another gobble kind of thing going into it like we did with monkey droppings. But before we get into that, we've got an old segment we're going to go ahead and bring back.
An oldie but a goodie.
Because I got a couple of these that they didn't fit into the Thanksgiving category, but I still want to bring them to the table. And they're very scientific in nature, so here's Blinded Me with Science.
All right, you brought both of these stories to the table this week. Let's hear what you got.
Okay, yeah, so this is some good science here. Okay, well, the first one is a carryover story from last week. I decided to go ahead and bring it into this week because I thought maybe I'd like to do a Blinded Me with Science callback segment here. But I'm going to give you a little bit of context here, okay? This is the historical context to the headline, which is Wild. Human washing machine promises to rinse you clean in 15 minutes. So... back in 1970, a futuristic quote-unquote human washing machine. That's not like people just doing wash. That's a washing machine that washes humans.
I got one of those at home, too. It's called my wife.
It's my wife. Oh, what's that, honey? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she kills men. She's a black widow. I married a black widow. They're cheaper. Called the ultrasonic bath.
They're cheaper? What?
I don't know. I feel, well, what I'm figuring is like an uglier dude can get a hotter wife if she has killed a man in the past. You. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to risk it. There's a chance she might be rehabilitated.
I was going to kill myself anyway. At least I get laid for a month or two.
Yeah, exactly. Like by somebody out of my league. And you get the black widow.
It's like suicide by cop.
Yeah, and when she started...
It's suicide by pussy.
Yeah, one of those is way better. Yeah.
Yeah, cop. No, wait, no,
what?
Pussy. Pussy's always better than cop.
You've always had weird fetishes. I've got a getting killed by a cop fetish, yeah.
Hey,
unfortunately, I was born white. God damn it.
APAB.
Oh, yeah?
All pussies are bastards.
Oh, yeah?
No, it doesn't work either. I was trying all cops are bastards, ACAB.
Yeah. Well.
Trying to change it for Black Widows.
Oh, my.
Nah, it doesn't work though, because it just makes you sound like a misogynist. It's all women, not just Black Widow killers.
My sister was speaking of
Black Widow killers,
great acronyms, or I guess in this case an initialism is for MAGA. My sister was talking about how she wanted to make these like rainbow MAGA things, and it just says like "Ask me about MAGA." But then underneath it says like in smaller print like my awesome gay agenda, and it's like MAGA, yeah,
do it all in rainbow,
yeah, and just like co-op their stupid shit. We're not going to get political, but in this case we're going to get scientific. So this thing was called the ultrasonic bath. Caused a sensation at the Japanese World. I was going to say Japanese, but it's Japan World Exposition. The egg-shaped pod was developed and exhibited by Sanyo Electric Company. They're still around. Now known as
Sanyo.
Sanyo, yep.
Really? They're still around?
Well, they're Panasonic Holdings Corporation now. Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, by still around meaning they were purchased by a company, a major conglomerate. Yeah.
Okay.
When someone climbed inside, it would automatically fill with hot water, blast them with ultrasound waves, and release massage balls to knead their body. Over 50 years later, this peculiar invention is making a comeback with a high-tech upgrade.
And for those people who are both claustrophobic and afraid of drowning,
yeah,
I'm just going to get in this small enclosed space that fills with water.
Yeah, it fills with water.
I have two fears that are about to get maxed out.
And of course, it locks from the outside.
Yeah, all you just he closes your just so much screaming. Yeah.
Can I get out? Well, it's got to finish its cycle. How long? Like a washing machine, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, spin cycle and everything.
Oh, fuck me! Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I put it on hot. I hope you're okay with that. Oh, man. Now it's just going to release the detergent. You mean soap? Oh, no. Yep. Anyway.
Why does it have a permanent press setting? What does that mean?
Oh, there's a couple of things we totally forgot to iron out. Oh, get it? Iron out from the actual washing machine design. We decided to keep it in until the prototype's done.
I want that to be on some prank show where someone's like, all right, you're going to try out this prototype. And they get into like, well, it hurt. And we're like, that's for you to tell us.
I know. We
don't
know. We're hoping
and you just start putting in like dryer sheets. Yeah. I don't know, just put some like fabric softener in.
Fabric softener in. All right. We're just go ahead and do that.
Wait a minute. Like one of those little like plugs like on a dishwasher where you open the plug and fill it with powder and you put the plug in. Like, what is that? Like, we'll figure it as we go. Just tell us.
We're kind of confused about all this. Throw Tide Pods.
This is all scales of 10. 10 doesn't hurt. 1 does it not.
Yeah. Wait a minute. This is literally just a washing machine, isn't it? You're the fucking idiot that got in. All right. Here we go. Clunk, clunk, clunk. So this one never really took off with the 70s.
Oh yeah, the clunk when you put boots or something.
Oh
in.
Yeah. The you know damn well the weight's gonna be. You're not gonna be perfect.
Well, you got to throw a second thing in to counter the weight so it doesn't thunk. Like you need a second, like a sex doll, a real doll. Throw that in with them.
I mean, you probably do
to counterbalance the weight. So when it goes around,
you probably do have to wash one of those, and that'd be nice if they were washable, machine washable.
Yep.
Yeah. But I wonder if they did that in the Junji Ito Spiral book. I remember reading it, but I don't remember if anybody ever jumped into a washing machine or a dryer and was like, I want to twirl. They like wrap themselves around like car wheels and shit like that. Anyway, this didn't take off commercially after 1970. The concept clearly made an impression, though, on at least one young visitor from Osaka. Yasuaki Aoyama.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Japanese publication Asahi Shimbun reports that as a fourth grader, he was entranced watching the baths in action. Over 50 years later, I sound like he's just a pervert. Aoyama is now the chairman of Science Company, a showerhead manufacturing firm. Now, this inventor is determined to finally make his childhood dream a reality with its all-new human washing machine of the future with a crazy Mirai Ningen Sentakuki is the rough translation.
That's like that's kind of brilliant if you're like somebody who has no play. Like, you know how people could become like a gynecologist.
Want to get in my lockable pod?
Pussy.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, what do? Well, I make showers. How do you know they work? We have testers.
Yeah.
And then you just have like cameras in there to test, and you're just looking at naked women all day. Why don't you ever have men do it? Well, it doesn't test well on men.
No.
Science.
Yeah. No, we found that the high pressure things just blow the dick right off. So
But it's just an excuse to watch women shower
exactly,
naked because
Yep.
you have to film the thing happening to see, like, did the water hit them at an angle, straight down? Did it?
Can't use mannequins. Can't use dummies. Nope.
Gotta use real
Gotta
naked
use
women.
real buxom women. They've got to be between the ages of 18 and 24. Oh, a little Freudian slip there. That was a little less Freudian, just pretty explicit. But it's set to be shown off at the Osaka Kansai Expo taking place in April of 2025. So the modern remake ditches the egg shape for something that resembles a jet fighter or a massive helmet, which actually sounds very like in line with like something you'd see out of like a manga or an anime. With a transparent canopy that opens from the back. Once you settle into the central seat, sensors monitor your vitals to ensure a perfect wash temperature.
Okay, showers should never need to monitor your vitals. We should assume you're going to be fine showering.
I'm just picturing a bunch of like protruding dildos and stuff coming out of the wall. Like, these are to monitor your vitals and whatnot. Yeah. You know, you got to put this one in your mouth. You got to put this one up your butt. You got to make yourself airtight, you know, because you don't want the water getting into your holes. I thought we did. They don't know. I don't know. Also, I'm Japanese.
I'm just thinking the guy who invented this, like, when you said between the Asians of... It's just him being a perm. Like, I need a group of women to test this out between the Asians of Aquafina and Lucy Liu. Like, he has this weird
Asian scale? Yeah. Oh, man,
yeah, she's a little... She leans towards Aquafina, but not... She doesn't pass her, so she's within the Asians we're looking for.
Yeah, the Asian rage. So there's even an AI system that analyzes if you're feeling calm or excited, then projects custom...
This is for horny people.
Yes, I know. If this isn't
Why is he checking your vitals? Why would you get excited?
If this isn't immediately used in a pornography, I will be so disappointed. It projects custom visuals on the inside of the transparent cover to help the person feel refreshed. The whole wash and dry process only takes 15 minutes. They say they're about 70% of the way through development. The plan is to set the offer up to 1,000 Expo visitors a chance to try the novel bathing experience. Probably all women. I'm just going to go ahead and guess. For some reason, the 1,000 we selected were all Asians between the ages of 18 and 24. Anyway, if you want to sign up, Science Co. is taking reservations through their website. While they're officially just showcasing it at the Expo for now, Science Company isn't ruling out some kind of whole model down the road. Previous materials mentioned the goal of washing the mind along with the body, making you feel refreshed and stuff.
Now, I didn't want to interrupt you, but
Sure.
I need to go back to, they're going to make a pornography?
No, I said if they don't make a pornography, I will be upset.
I always hear people say porno.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
It sounds so formal. It sounds
this
like
is-
your grandma at Thanksgiving
This
dinner. Is your niece not here because she's making one of those pornographies on OnlyFriends?
Scott, this is blinded me with science, okay? This isn't the smut that we normally peddle. We don't make pornos, blinded me with science. We make pornographies, okay?
Yes, Meredith is not here at the table. She's making pornographies with her OnlyFriends today. Yes.
Yes. Right. I signed up, but I couldn't figure out how to unlink my credit card, and now I have to eat dog food because I don't have money because my little niece makes OnlyFriends.
Oh, there's probably grandparents that support their...
Oh, yeah.
And don't know what they're supporting.
No, they're just like, oh, just give me how I sign up. Okay, here you go. Just give you my cool $25 every month. And
they don't know how to go find the videos, which is good.
Which is good, yeah.
It's just their niece, like, fucking herself with a hairbrush for an hour.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, I gave her that hairbrush. She's going to good use. That's nice.
Oh, that's not the end that should go in there.
Huh, yeah. Grandma's going to go ahead and let just jump on board here. Grandma, Nana, get out of the... Grandma Nana is her name. Grandma Nana, get out of here. Anyway, we've got one more little. This is science adjacent. This is a study. This is more of a.
I saw this story.
This is a psychological study, and this one is pretty much. It's the headline, so this is kind of. Just
We
a little
almost had a
addendum.
banana show because on the
God.
Not the Onion subreddit.
I pay for bananashow.com,
There were 3 bananas stories in a row at one point. I was like, don't make these good because
this is also we were like, are we going to go into 3 monkey shows in a row like that because bananas are monkey adjacent.
There was also an update on that monkey lab that lost the monkeys.
Oh, what did they found any more?
No, somebody whistle blew on them and said that they had a heater malfunction before this all happened, and they killed 18 monkeys through a heater malfunction.
Oh yeah, they're a good place.
just completely separate from the escaped monkeys.
Good thing we gave them back that other 18 monkeys that we've caught so far.
Yeah.
It's literally just to make up for the 18 they killed from the fucking...
They do neglect.
No, it sounds like that place is on its... I mean, hopefully on its last legs,
there's your update then, monkey update.
They've got exposed, and we're going to move right in from the monkey update to a banana update. And this one really is just... I just thought it was kind of fascinating about the... I don't know, this I feel like it shows the manipulation of like the natural empathy of human beings. And also the, I would say the how we can impose our own emotions on things that don't actually have them. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, bananas don't have emotions. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. This has blinded me with science, so I'm pretending to be one for a little while. So researchers say supermarket customers are likely to buy a piece of fruit labeled as sad single. So these things that come in bunches, like, I mean, most fruit you buy, I mean, I guess you can buy like apples singly and stuff like that, but like, you buy a bunch of grapes or whatever. One grape, it's not going to make
you buy a
sense.
bunch of apples and pick them off the bunch. It's just a branch from an apple tree.
Yeah. It's a giant, like fucking 3 inches wide.
Pick it up in the grocery store, put it in your cart.
Well, one bunch of apples, please, just fucking over the shoulder.
No, it's a trick. You just put the whole branch in a trash bag and you just shake it, and they come off. You pull the branch out, it's empty.
Yeah. You be shaking the apple tree to get apples.
It's a life hack for an absolutely stupid way of doing it.
Yeah, somebody was just like, because they're just like, well, they're making us. Yeah, that's the thing that supermarkets nowadays.
Like grape bunches, but it's just a fucking bin of branches, and you pull the branch. It's just imagine apples.
Just seeing that in the middle of a grocery store, just walking in, and instead of the apple display, just all these fucking crazy branches sticking up all over the place, and people are going on and like massaging them and all that kind of stuff. And but then but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. They make us ring up our own fucking groceries now, which I actually don't mind doing.
It's fucking great. You get free stuff every time.
Yeah, if you're a thief, yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, I'm starting to think about doing that. The way that prices are nowadays.
Someone's got morals. I don't.
Oh, I do not have. I do not. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I just haven't gotten around to stealing.
I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm a little busy.
I haven't gotten around to stealing yet. Yeah, put that on my calendar.
It's on my list. It's literally on my shopping list. Steal. Oh no, it's at the bottom of it though, and I've already rung all this stuff through. Yeah,
you gotta make a shopping list that says buy or purchase with list like 9 things, steal. And then steal a list of 3 things, and just drop it in the store. Yeah, for like an employee to find.
Yeah, the problem is I shop at because I walk down and get my groceries, and it's a tiny place. So like you're constantly you're mostly being lurked over by the associate, whereas one of the larger Shaws or something like that, I feel like you can get away with it better. If it's really busy, I could get away with it.
I was forced to steal something yesterday at a big box store.
Yeah, that happened.
I bought a single can of the twist one of those tea things, ginseng teas that has alcohol in it. And they had to ring me up, but while they were doing it, I was not paying attention to them, and I was scanning the big stuff in my cart.
Yep.
And when they got to a certain admin screen to put in my age, it wouldn't take a scan, and it went like, and the guy's like, yeah, you can't scan while I'm doing this. I'm like, okay, and I put the scanner back, and when he finished, I just ran my card and didn't go back and redo it. And when I left, my wife didn't even notice I did that, and I'm like, yeah, that was free. Yeah. And she's like, what? I'm like, well, I'm not scanning it twice. Like, I gave the effort. I tried. I failed.
Technically,
it's on there.
And also, technically, you scanned it. It just didn't scan.
Yeah.
You did the exact amount of work you were supposed to do by holding it.
And if a camera saw me, I went boop.
Yep.
And it made I made a noise.
Yep. Thief. It's a noise, honey. Let's go. Keep going.
No, I literally was like, you know what? I put in the effort. I did everything I'm supposed to do as the customer who rings up their own shit. You want me to ring it up twice?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're already making us do this work. I did the work. Now give it to me for free. Yeah, I know. It's not.
So we walked out with one thing for free.
It's one way. Thing. You know what? I'm not going to say we condone thievery, but at the end of the day, greedflation is a thing, and if you got to make ends meet, just fucking steal some shit.
I don't need to make ends meet. I just hate greedflation. I hate corporations, and I don't like giving my money to billionaires.
Don't steal from your mom and pops.
Mom and pop stores, fucking give them extra money. Tip them.
Yeah, actually, next time around, steal something from one of these big stores and go to the mom and pop store. Just leave an apple. Go. This came from a branch I stole.
I worked Ibotta for 2 free turkeys this year, and I gave one to the local church.
Awesome.
So, see, just because we don't have the morals to not steal doesn't mean we don't have the morals to Robin Hood the shit out of this shit. Yeah, I took from Walmart and, another company paid Walmart.
Yeah.
I took from the card company that gives you discounts and gave to a church.
Well, and the other thing, too, is
I'm atheist.
By the way, you didn't steal, you exploited a loophole.
I exploited a loophole
They're doing
stole a
it.
turkey.
They're doing it with taxes and shit like that. Like, because you didn't take the turkey from the store, you paid for the turkey, and then you exploited a loophole to get the money
I
back.
finally got all that money back. My account was frozen because they thought fraudulent activity was happening.
I wonder why that's happening.
And they reviewed it, and they were like, "No, I guess we were wrong." And I'm like, took the money out as fast as I fucking could. Like before they figure out that they're wrong.
Yeah.
I exploited them. And
I mean, the thing is, though, it technically all looked okay. Yeah, but they were yeah. So at the end of the day,
their AI saw something fishy going on, and the AI was more smart than a human.
My thought is that there's a sliding scale of morality, and that's all there is to it. Nothing's binary, folks. All right.
I took from a corporation and gave to a church.
Yeah.
I considered that going to heaven.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same.
I'm
thing.
atheist. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to Wormtown, but
Yeah, Wormtown, USA. Welcome, everybody. You were the one that was correct about this. Wormtown is, in fact, the afterlife. Hey, little worms. Hey, everybody. We got that other big guy. Let's go. Let's bring him. Let's eat him up. Okay, cool. This is hell, isn't it? Yep. Oh, Wormtown.
feels like a Smiling Friends episode.
It totally could be. Oh, man. So anyway, researchers found that labeling unsold loose fruits as sad singles tugs on shoppers' heartstrings and increases the likelihood that they'll be sold. The study showed that customers are more likely to pick up an individual banana, often left as a result of people tearing others from the bunch, if there is an appeal to their empathy.
See, I do this, but it has nothing to do with my empathy. It has to do with my conservative nature when it comes to waste. I buy bananas. I eat a banana every morning. And when I grab a bunch and I see like a loose one that's roughly the same coloration, I pick it up knowing that probably no one else will and it'll get thrown away.
Yeah, yep.
I just figure I'll buy it because who the fuck cares if it's loose?
It's true, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
I figure other people are going to ignore it and it will go to the garbage eventually.
Yeah, it will just be food. It will become waste, yeah.
Yeah,
and
so I buy it so it doesn't become waste.
And fuck it, steal it, tape it to another
Steal
bunch.
banana, they're 40 cents a pound.
Yeah.
You don't steal anything that's 40 cents a pound.
I don't know, I would. Maybe that's the first thing I steal. Maybe that's the first thing I get busted for.
40 cents a pound bananas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even think this technically counts as theft, sir, because it's under $1. Mm-hmm. Theft under $1, yeah. It's one of those like theft under 1,000. As long as you keep it at that, you're
What's
like
like
not
eating
gonna
a
have felony.
grape in the store? Like they're not going to bust you for eating a single grape in a store.
I feel like you could eat it, but that big surprise, that crypto influencer that bought that banana taped to a wall for $6.2 million.
I heard about that. That was one of the stories I saw.
He ate the banana.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I also think like
Good. Fuck art.
But I think I think the whole thing is they think they're being ironic and they're like I'm like so rich I can buy this and eat it, but it's like the person who did that was a fuck artist.
Yeah.
And the person then who bought
They took his money as a fuck you.
Yeah, and now the guy thinks he's saying fuck you to this thing by eating it, but it's like you just gave the artist $6.2 million.
And then ate the art.
And then, which is fine, do that because you think, but you're not the winner here. Like, you're a crypto bro who wasted all this money, and actually the real fuck art guy ended up with the real money.
Yeah.
So good for it. Like, honestly, if you can tape shit to a wall and get a bunch of millions of dollars from idiot crypto investors, fucking do it.
That's been our idea. You need to do a MAGA thing where you take the MAGA money, come up with the best MAGA hat, shirt, whatever, sell it to those fucking retards.
Oh, yeah.
Take the money yourself and then donate it to good causes.
Yeah, I'll keep a chunk of it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, 50-50.
Finder's fee for finding that money.
Yeah, 50-50. Finding that money from the pockets of them dipshits. Dude, that's the thing is, dude, if Donald Trump and those guys are grifting these fucking idiots, why can't we end up with some and then give it to good causes?
They're going to wear MAGA shit anyway. Might as well be mine.
Yeah, I know. God, I could make some really stupid MAGA shit that's kind of poking fun.
We really fucking should. We got 4 years.
Poking fun at real, like
4
ultimately,
years.
we could start like an anonymous LLC or like roll it into a Delaware 501 or whatever. Not 501.
We have a
Delaware
T,
Corp.
we have like a T Public already attached to the show.
Yeah.
We have shirts for sale that we don't ever advertise.
My fear is if we sell it there, then people will look into us and then not buy it and out us. We want to actually start a brand new shop that makes it look like we're really legit,
And you're talking about making real money, not just like chump change.
I mean, I'm talking about actually
Millions.
selling it to the Trumpers, not to everybody else. I mean, we could also sell joke ones to the people who actually think fuck the MAGA movement. But I actually want to fleece maggots from their, like, I want them to give us money instead of another company because they're going to buy that dumb shit anyway. And then we can use that money to, go towards something good. So, and if we do that, I feel like somebody's going to notice, they're going to look into it and go, oh, these guys are actually making fun of you. And instead, we can make it look really legit. This is like that parody you do where it's an Andy Kaufman-esque thing where you're just really trying to make it as real as possible. I would call that possibly fraud, actually. But, it's not really because you're not doing anything fraudulent. You're just not telling them that you're technically making fun of them. Make things so over the top and ridiculous that you're kind of getting a laugh, but they're also going to love it. You're giving a little joy to them, but they're also going to give you the money, and then you can then funnel it through another thing, and bing, bong, boom, you put it into something good. You're helping women get abortions. You're helping LGBTQ plus communities. All that kind of
I got an idea. Teddy Ruxpin, how it had a tape, and
Yes.
you could record your own voice into it, and it would read it back. We get like a Donnie Trump spin, and it doesn't have a tape. It has an AI of Trump's voice in it, and a little processor where all it basically does is you talk to it, it converts it into Trump's voice and spits it back out at you. So you can be like, I'm the best president ever. And it's like, I'm the best president ever.
Yeah.
And it just does that. All it does is it does an AI spin on your words, turning them into Trump's words and putting them right back out.
And all you got to do is buy the cheapest fucking, shittiest stuffed bears from China, get a fake little Trump hairpiece thing, stitch it on clumsily, and then immediately a $2 bear becomes a $40 bear. And we're good to go.
Yep.
Okay, boom. We got one already. Anyway, there's really not much more to say about this story, except for that it was an increase of 58% when they did this test of the non-emotionally labeled bananas and the emotionally labeled bananas. About 58% more were sold of the ones labeled sad singles because people felt bad for the banana. So that, my friends, is getting blinded with science. How about that, huh?
Yeah, there's no outro sting. I was kind of waiting for a second. I'm like, do I pause?
Guess I got to play the intro again, but then we're just got to think we're going back into it.
Yeah, you played in reverse.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go and head on into some web droppings, Thanksgiving edition called turkey scrapings or whatever. I don't know.
All right, I've got the first story here, and this is not...
I think you've got all of them.
Maybe.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm not saying...
Time will tell.
You're technically also correct, because you do have the first story, but you also might have all of them.
Now, I don't follow Twitter where this kind of blew up, so this was a news story to me after the holiday, so I guess if this warning were real, I would have been fucked, because I did have a Butterball turkey.
Yes. Oh, and also, I know a friend of the show, Jason Northrop, actually sent me a song we're going to go out on that has to do with this. Nice. And he actually mentioned, because he was like, I assume you guys have probably seen this story, but this happened between us recording the last episode and us recording this episode. So now we are going to cover this one. But yeah, I was going to buy a Butterball turkey because those are the only ones that were part of the the deal and stuff like that were available, and I just never got around to it. But just like stealing,
Well, that's different. That's an app that gives you free stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
So the story. No, Butterball did not issue a recall because workers were having sex with the turkeys.
So they just let
this blew my mind.
I also just love the fact they're like, no, we didn't. I mean, people were fucking the turkeys. We just didn't issue a recall.
Yeah, we didn't give a recall. We're not pulling those back.
Yeah, fuck it. You kidding?
If you cook it properly, everything in it should be cooked and safe to eat, even the cum.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially the cum. I mean, the cum should actually add a little bit to it, a little tang in there. But and so I get it if people for moral reasons want to get although I sometimes call bullshit on people who are just well, if you're gonna be that moral, just don't eat turkey at all. But somebody I know, I would say they're not doing great financially right now, and they're complaining about money and stuff. But then they still go out and they buy the turkey from our co-op or whatever, which is $100. And I'm like, and I'm just like, I have had those.
Why? Because it was free range.
I think so, yeah, or whatever, yeah. But I'm just
giving massages every day.
Yeah, they played it old jazz music on an antique Victrola as they were murdering it.
Yeah.
No, but but it's you have it once a year, and for me. I'm turkey's fine. I'll eat deli turkey stuff. I generally have it once a year, but I've had the organic, free range turkeys and stuff like that, and I've had just the 47 cents a pound signature farms from Shaw's turkeys. And if you cook them right, I'm gonna be honest. I've never noticed it. I've had the best turkeys in my life. Have been the cheapest turkeys my family's gotten. You just gotta get.
It's really it's all in the cooking, not in the turkey.
Yeah, and really,
turkeys are turkeys. There's no magic turkey.
If you've got the money and you want to do like the right thing by, but I eat one turkey a year. So
same. I eat one turkey a year, and you know what? It's all about the chef, not the farmer.
Yeah, I also
a turkey. Literally, a turkey is it's a bird, like a chicken breast. I buy chicken breast at the store. It's always the same chicken breast, unless you get those weird steroid ones that are huge.
That's the thing I'm thinking is like when
you
people,
don't want the steroid ones.
I think a lot of people are thinking also like it doesn't matter. Like if you're eating a factory farm bird, you're definitely eating one that's pumped full of like a bunch of antibiotics and shit like that, and like so you're probably getting something.
So I don't eat a multivitamin the same day I eat the turkey.
Yeah, perfect.
I get those vitamins. It's part of the turkey.
It's a bonus. But yeah,
it's just a fucking the cavity's just filled with Flintstones vitamins.
It's stuffing. Yeah. Oh yeah. The giblets. Just
that actually reminds me. I was watching an episode of Impractical Jokers the other day with Alf on it.
Really?
They fucking pulled Alf out of a closet, shoved some dude's hand up him. Same voice.
Yeah.
Or whoever did the voice nailed it.
It's not a very hard voice to do. Yeah. It's a pretty distinct voice, which means it's actually relatively easy to copy.
But he was giving the cast member alien foods, and they all were 2 to 3 ingredient foods, and he had to take a bite, say what the 2 to 3 ingredients were, and if he couldn't guess all of them correctly, he had to keep taking bites until he got them.
Okay.
And my favorite was health soup.
Okay.
And it looked like Flintstone vitamins floating in something. There was 2 ingredients. I'm like, well, it's Flintstone vitamins. The guy takes a big old bite, and he goes, kind of made a face. He's like, those are multivitamins. And they're like, yep, you got it. And you're like, what's the other component? The liquid. And he's like, takes a sip. He goes, whiskey. It was whiskey with Flintstones vitamins like dissolved and floating in it.
That's
and I just saw that. I'm like,
disgusting.
health soup. All right.
Yeah.
That's going to stick with me for the rest of my life, that something called health soup could be made readily for anyone I know.
Yep. Just
like a drunk friend who spends the night. Oh, this will make you feel better in the morning.
I honestly probably would. I do love the fact that you're like, a little health soup, and they're expecting like kale and like some like smoothie or something like that. It's just like whiskey and vitamins, bitch. Your liver will hate you, but your head will like you for another like 45 seconds as you hair the dog this one.
All right, so
yes, clearly there's a story. If you have to issue a public announcement saying, "Hey, people didn't fuck our turkeys," you maybe have already lost. But apparently they had to like set the record straight.
Rumors are floating around that turkey giant Butterball had issued a recall on their turkeys after employees of the farms were caught having sex with the animals. All over social media, people were freaking out because they were afraid their Thanksgiving turkey may be more than...
Oh, so they were actually having sex with them. They were saying when they were alive, they were fucking them.
Well, yeah, let's go through. Basically what I have here is a list of...
none of it happened, so it could be whatever our fucking mind wants.
I have a list of tweets that people were sending out, and I love these. I'm going to read a few of these tweets.
Oh, I love this, yeah.
Because the story is the story.
Oh.
I just saw a video about men sexually assaulting turkeys, dead and alive ones, and they're advertising anyone who bought the brand Butterball to return it. Like, I have so many questions. The first one being, what the fuck is wrong with men? Who says women aren't fucking these turkeys?
Yeah, well, and also, I will say, also...
I guess because men are the ones who always do the gross shit.
How about what the fuck is wrong with... if you're going to, like, put that on us, how about what the fuck is wrong with women by posting this and not actually, I don't know, maybe looking into it? My thought is this is probably someone trolling and just making this up on the spot. And being like, I get to badmouth men, and also maybe they're like maybe like a vegan, and they're like, hey, let's get everybody to return their Butterball turkeys. Maybe this was like a vegan psyop. Could be.
All right, my sister just called me. Her, don't buy Butterball turkeys. Me, I didn't plan on it, but why? Her, they're recalling them because they were sexually abused. Me, ... Her, are you there? Me, I'm waiting for the rest of the joke. Her, it's not a joke. Google it, dumbass.
Yeah.
Which is funny because she called her friend dumbass, and she's the one spreading a false conspiracy theory about fucking turkeys.
No, I think it's the she Google it dumbass.
Called her friend dumbass
Google
for being like
I don't know if I'll believe this. Google the dumbass, and I believe the last part of it was I googled it. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's MAGA level like dumbassery here.
Yeah.
I'm returning my turkey. Apparently, men have been molesting, assaulting, and brutally killing turkeys.
Well, the last part is
Butterball
definitely
factories
true.
while they are alive.
Well, they're not brutally. You have to brutally kill them while they're alive. You can't kill them while they're dead, you dumbass. Come on.
I do not want to eat no animal that's been molested and thrown against a wall. Men are fucking stupid.
Okay, first of all, brutally killing turkeys. And immediately in her head, she was like, I bet they're throwing them against the wall.
There was a video years ago where people were like kicking them against the wall.
Oh no, the factory farming conditions are absolutely fucking atrocious. Yeah. No doubt about it. Yeah. But I also, but there is that part of me too, where it's like, well, I kind of feel like if I'm really going to put up a stink about stuff, I probably should just not eat meat at all, if that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, there's also a TikTok trend
turkeys.
of doing funny things with Butterball turkeys, like holding them and saying you're going to bring them to go get STD tested. And I'll be there for you through the pregnancy.
Oh yeah,
all those kinds of things.
Of course, there's always going to be there's always going to be almost a better comedic outlash to
the TikTok comedic element's fun.
Backlash.
The Twitter verbiage is just weird. All these people will be like, oh, fuck Butterball, fuck men. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, this is Twitter. It's why I don't go there. It's why I don't have that app on my phone. It's why I pretend they don't exist.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Oh, no, if you're living in one of those states and your dead Butterball turkey gets pregnant, you can't get an abortion.
Yeah. Did you bring that turkey across state lines and give it an abortion?
Oh, we're going to have to roast that turkey. Wait, is this what you do to people too? Yeah, no, we do this to people too. Yeah, this is a no abortion state, and we are fucking draconian in our policies, and we fucking love it. Greg Abbott himself will be roasting you and your turkey. Wait, me too? Oh yeah, you are aiding and abetting criminal activity. So Greg Abbott will roast you and eat you, and of course eat your little baby Butterball there.
I was thinking like a feet hoeing instead of a turducken.
Yeah,
like a fetus in a hoe.
Oh yeah.
So when you roast her, you get both. Like it's a thing stuffed in a thing, right?
Yeah.
Fetus in a hoe. Feet hoeing.
Oh yeah.
Turducken.
Yeah.
Feet hoeing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll workshop that one later. I'll make it part of my type 5 for the stand-up act tonight.
Yeah. You'll spend the rest of your night working on that because that's
gonna drive my wife crazy.
Yeah, honey, I'm busy.
You just keep saying feet hoeing.
You
haven't made it grow by adding more words. You haven't reduced it by removing words. You seem stuck on fetus and hoe.
So what you're saying is it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm saying shut the fuck up.
5 hours later. Feet hoe in. It's the same thing.
She's right. Back to the drawing board, boys. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you're all alone. All right, next story.
Yep.
Grandma stabs family. Not just one person. Family during Thanksgiving Day argument.
I will say...
Where'd you stab him? In the family.
In the family. Right in the family, boys. I'm afraid, I love this, like, attempted family annihilation on Thanksgiving, which I'm surprised there haven't been... There actually... If we were probably to look into more, like darker stories instead of silly stories, we probably would have found... I feel like there had to have been a number of like assaults. Like I feel like it had to have gone up because people are like way more on edge this year. I guess there are a lot of people just uninvited people to family things.
There's a lot of fights if you go on Reddit and like look up subreddits like "Am I the asshole?" Am I overreacting?
I follow "Am I the asshole?" Yeah.
Boomers being fools. Leopards eating face. That's a good one. You ran.
I follow that one.
Those 4 are gold mines right now for post Thanksgiving stories.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't looked at Reddit at all for post Thanksgiving outside of looking for this.
Gotcha.
And I only look at my multi Reddit. Which
am I the asshole and am I overreacting? Are both good.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And boomers being fools.
Am I the asshole I follow? It comes through my regular feed.
Am I the asshole has become a staple for lazy podcasters.
Yeah.
And before I almost brought one of these to the show one day.
It's not part of my custom feed, so I only have like...
It's one of my favorite subreddits, but it's also every single podcaster on Earth's favorite subreddit.
Oh,
All of them now read and Am I the Asshole and then discuss it.
It's why like we...
And it's lazy. That's not writing. That's just clicking on a story, cut and pasting it, and then reading it on the air. We're doing that, but we're doing news stories, reporting, and then we do our own spins and our own things.
Our stuff at least goes to like, Newsweek, The Guardian, and whatnot.
I feel like we at least curate our show. We don't just grab a single Am I the Asshole post, read it, and talk about it for an hour.
No.
That's just so lazy to me.
No. I at least go in and try to find some stories.
We almost did that. Yeah. I almost did that once. I found one. I'm like, this is interesting.
I'll
we
be
should
honest,
discuss it.
Even like good, like when I was was watching more of like the the left wing media influencers on YouTubes and whatnot like that. Like I would always the second they would, even people I really respected, the second they would start quote unquote reporting on things by just reading people's social media reactions to things, I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not this is not, you're not giving me news by just reading how people reacted to it. I know that maybe you think you are because you're like, this is how the public is reacting. One, X is not the public, and your limited algorithm is not the public. Yep. You're just saying this is what everybody's thinking. You found 4 people who responded a certain way and reacted a certain way, and that's just not news. And I think it's lazy. Yeah.
Speaking of left-wing media, as of December 1st, which is today, the day we are recording, Midas Touch has surpassed Joe Rogan in listenership.
I saw that on YouTube. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, not on like Spotify where Joe gets most of his money and listens, but yeah, no, they were number 2. They were right behind. I think it was only Kendrick Lamar was the only one. They were ahead of Fox News. Yeah.
Hawk Tua girl coming up fast.
But I will say, like, Midas Touch is one of the ones that annoys me in that regard, where I'll watch the first 7 minutes and I'll be like, oh, they're just gonna now riff on this for 7 more minutes and give me 16 more ads. And I get it, they're making money, that's good, and they're spreading the right word, and they have experts on stuff. But I'm also like, the second they're just reading people's tweets about stuff, I'm like, and that's what
I imagine the Hawk Tua podcast is. It's just her just reading her social media feeds on air.
Yeah, that's a big one too. I was like, oh,
it's like number 3.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then on YouTube, there's a guy who does nothing but review her episodes on video, and it's called Talk Tua.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, wow, you were really cashing in on this.
I think hers is called Talk Tua. Hers is called Talk Tua. Which is funny because
his is talking about
talking Tua, maybe.
Talking Tua.
I bet it's Talking Tua.
Just because that would enough.
Be, like Talking Dead and all these other ones, Talking Blank, Talking Tua. That would make sense. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say
he probably gets most of his listens from accidental clicks.
If they didn't put that as the name, then they totally failed. So anyway, Grandma stabs family during Thanksgiving Day argument. What happened here, Scott?
LaShunda Johnson, a 55-year-old grandmother in Memphis, Tennessee.
On the younger side of grandmother.
Young grandma.
Yeah. That's a grandma still got some thrust in her fucking. She's got a
good stabbing arm.
She's got a good stabbing arm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's got not
we're
quite
getting ahead of ourselves.
Fully arthritic yet.
Has been arrested after allegedly stabbing her daughter and grandson on Thanksgiving, according to local police.
It was a small family stabbing then. And one was just a grandson. That grandson's going to be like 5.
I mean, it's harder to stab a grandson. There's less surface area to hit.
Well, yeah, but you have to have better aim, but also they don't know it's coming. Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be like, grandma's going to stab me. Like, they don't even know what a knife is. They're like, goo gaga, and then bing, bang, boom, slice-a-roo.
All right. Memphis Police Department told Newsweek I fucking hate Newsweek. Trash news.
It is, of course, yeah.
They responded to an aggravated assault at her South Memphis address on Thursday. Officers said the main victim had been arguing with Johnson, her mother, after she pushed the victim's son, the grandson.
Oh, so she was already just pushing a kid.
Yeah. The victim said she looked away, and then Johnson charged her with a knife she had gotten from the kitchen. Officers said that Johnson had fled the scene and was later located in a different place and placed in custody with no... She didn't fight back. She just went easily.
Well, yeah, she's like, I think I overreacted, and yeah, sure, maybe... Oh, no, I stand by pushing my grandson.
Yeah.
But the whole knifing them both... I don't know.
Her daughter sustained an abrasion to her left hand. The suspect then grabbed her grandson in the left hand near his thumb.
Stabbed him.
Stabbed her grandson in the left hand near his thumb.
So, oh my God, she did go for the grandson, huh?
Yeah, she lacerated the daughter and then stabbed her son through the hand, it looks like. According to the victim, Johnson was drinking and possibly heavily intoxicated at the time.
Is that what it takes to stab your daughter and grandson?
She was charged with aggravated assault and domestic assault. Mm-hmm. No bond has been set. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need to do.
Yeah.
They actually go into another horrific.
But that was like
story.
that was
a little bit darker.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like, we could cover the darker stuff, but we try to keep it. I mean, if we cover violence, it's like, oh, isn't that funny? But people live usually. So let's just not talk about the ones that's just got to bring everybody's day down, because we want you guys to be able to, unplug and have a good time with us.
I just keep thinking of that song, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah.
But like for this
Grandma stabbed my ass and stabbed my grandson.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's what I was trying to do in my head. I'm like, there's got to be a song
when she was drinking on Thanksgiving
night.
You might think that she was just too old for this, but she was only 55 and strong. Something like that.
Yeah, this is like the story of Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Isn't she like 45 and a grandma?
Not even. She's not even
40.
She's
30?
40-ish, yeah.
30 and a grandma?
I think she was like, she's under 40, I thought. She was 40-ish, yeah. Remember, because she was like, oh, like 36 or 38. Oh, your old grandmother. Yeah, she's like, oh, wasn't that the age when she was talking like tears in her eyes, talking about how great it was. Like, wasn't that the age that grandma was when she had you? Like, yes, honey. It's like, oh, you're just a whole bunch of fucking trailer trash,
Before we get into this next story, we just reminded me through our conversation. Lauren Boebert was the key to that for some weird reason. Sure. I want to do a movie recommendation for the holiday season.
Okay, sure.
We should probably put that at the top of the show for next time.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. Well, let's get back to it. Yeah. I've been mostly doing rewatches, but I can. Okay. I'm going to be stepping. I've got a whole. Actually, I watched Caddo Lake last night, which is really good. So
for those of you out there who have Netflix, Hot Frosty.
Oh,
watch Hot Frosty.
I saw the fucking the card for that, and I thought it was a joke.
Watch Hot Frosty.
Okay.
The main girl is from Mean Girls, and there's actually a Mean Girls joke in the movie. But she kind of, at the age she's at now, she kind of looks like Lauren Boebert in a couple scenes.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's I can't remember her name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
The movie has a surprisingly funny everything, even when it doesn't mean to be, because sometimes it just does things like rom-com-y kind of style badly.
Yeah. Lacey Chabert. That's who. Yeah. Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about.
It also has John Truglia from Wet Hot American Summer and Craig Robinson.
Joe Latrulio. Right?
Yeah, Trulio.
Yeah. I didn't realize
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I didn't realize there was a Reno 911 Christmas movie out that came out in 2022. I just watched that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called What a Wonderful Heist, and it's on Paramount Plus, or you can find somebody put a full version on YouTube, and it's still up for a while ago. Yeah.
Craig Robinson's in it. It's got a great cast overall. The scene that sold me was when you go on Netflix, you hover over the title card and then it plays like an annoying 30-second clip of the movie, and usually it pisses you off. I watched the 30-second clip for it, and it was him sitting at a table with a bowl of ice, eating it, and Craig Robinson sitting across from him, and so is Joe Truglia. And they're talking to him, and they're like,
Joe Latrulio.
They're like, what do you do with that ice? There's not even a drink in it. He goes, I like to eat it. And he just starts eating it, and then Craig Robinson puts his hand in because he's trying to be more manly, and he starts eating
an alpha
and
fight.
They start eating ice to be out alpha each other.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just this very intense ice eating scene.
I saw the title card, and I thought it looked like I was like, this could be silly, or it could be like I felt like no matter what,
it's dumb as fuck.
But I was like, this looks like it could be the dumbest throwaway Christmas movie that people.
It's worth seeing. I don't know if it's worth seeing twice. I've heard people say it's their new favorite.
I was gonna sign up for the $6.99 Netflix just for a couple of months.
Log into our account and see if you can.
Yeah,
how about that?
Yeah.
Share ours.
Yeah.
We gotta coordinate. That's about it.
Yeah.
But well worth the watch. Some really dumb jokes. He runs around naked when he becomes a man because he was a snowman.
It's the most popular movie on Netflix right now.
So when he becomes a man, he's naked because snowmen are naked, except for the scarf, of course. And two old people see him running around naked, and the guy gives a very scary sketch artist thing to the police of him. And then they're like, well, that barely looks like the guy. What did the wife do? And they're like, we can't show you what the wife described. Because she was only looking at his dick the whole time. And they made a point of that as the big joke, that she just stared at his dick.
Well, this looks like, looks like this is doing pretty well.
Yeah, so. It's fucking hilarious.
Looks like most people are like, what the fuck is this?
It's a weird train wreck, but every time Craig Robinson and John are in the scene, it just feels like you're watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Wet Hot American Summer. Like, their jokes and their camaraderie work super well together.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
They make the movie.
Yeah, no, it's got a decent enough cast.
But overall, the cast is pretty damn good, too.
I like, and Lacey Chabert's been some decent, fun stuff. Again, Mean Girls.
She has such a porn-sounding name.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't sound like a real human name. It sounds like what a real human would call themselves in porn.
And let's face it, she definitely, she'd be, the hot version of Lauren, or the hotter version of Lauren.
If there was
Boebert.
a Lauren Boebert movie right now, she should play her and be the hot version.
She's probably closest. She's probably technically older, but I think she looks better. But she's 42. I think Lauren Boebert's probably close to the same age, maybe a little younger. I don't know.
They do make one mistake in the movie by never giving you time frames for anything that happens. So it's very weird how they sometimes are like, it feels like an hour's passed, but someone mentions it's been 2 weeks or something. Yeah. And then her husband died of cancer, and they never mention when. And then at one point, while they're about to kiss, I look at my wife and I go, what if he died last month? Yeah. Around Halloween or something? there's been no time frame, and what if she's just like, yeah, fuck him, and moves on that fast? Like,
so hey, you know
because
what?
all the time frames in the movie are fucky as fuck.
Hey, Patton Oswalt pretty much did. His fucking was fucking murdered or whatever, you know, killed herself. Yeah, murdered by herself. Yeah, and he was just like, you know what? I got to move on, and that's so. And he's happy as fuck now. So maybe that's the way some people got to grieve.
I don't
that
judge
way.
anyone when they do anything like that.
Nope.
But
you got to move on. It's not like you're cheating on somebody. You're like, you know, like you're in other words, it's more actually on the other person to be like, oh shit, I'm with this person who just lost somebody. But it was they loved forever. What the fuck is going to happen?
It was a script written by someone who gave no fucks about time frames and timing. Like, shit just doesn't make sense in a linear chronological sense because of the way the characters react to things. And then sometimes when someone will mention like, oh yeah, when you met that guy 2 weeks ago, I'm like, hasn't it been 48 hours? In my head, because I'm watching a movie that's happening. I'm like, I didn't realize these were time jumps every time it cut scenes.
Yeah. And I did look it up. Lauren Boebert is, in fact, only 37 years old.
Holy shit. Yeah. I am 46 and not a grandma.
Yeah, and also, and not a state representative either.
You know, if the bar is as low as her in MTG,
dude.
I could be.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, though, it can be if you're running on the right. You can, because all you got to do is be like, guns, babies, and farting out little killings.
All the time they have people who run on the left who then just go, oh, I guess I'm a Republican, oops, after they get in office. So why can't we do that?
Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, it's not all the time, but it's enough to where, I mean, Tulsi Gabbard, for crying out loud, granted she didn't win, clearly, but yeah, they're whatever that was, one of the Carolinas or whatever like that had the same person. So they were like, "Oh, whoop the daisy!"
Whoop! I didn't know the parties.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally Republican, and like, and granted, there is something that kind of prevents you from like quote unquote knowingly, fraudulently doing that. But like, if you do, just like, oh, I'm running on this, and then you kind of weasel your way and be like, yeah, this just isn't my party anymore. And then you fucking, and then you
the day after.
Yeah.
All right. Last story of the day.
All right, let's do it.
Utah tells people to stop brining turkeys in the Great Salt Lake. I did not know anyone would be so dumb as to unwrap a turkey, pull out the giblets, chuck it in a lake.
Well, first of all,
we'll come back and get that tomorrow, son. Yeah. Like it's just bobbing.
Yeah, there's like 70 of them now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We should have listened to you, son. We should have shoved an air tag up it.
I was just going to say, I think I air tagged
it. So I got there with an iPhone and like, that one.
Yeah. I was like just canoeing through like the entire bunch of...
Pushing the turkeys with your oars.
Clunk, 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 clunk. Over that way, Dad!
Just a sea of turkeys.
Yeah. Well, shit, there's a shark. I think I gotta fight a shark for our turkey, son. That air tag's coming straight from that shark's belly. You know, I don't know if they're in the Great Salt Lake. It is for the sake of this bit, son.
You know, maybe that's the issue. Maybe the turkeys weren't put there by the people. Maybe Butterball took a whole lot of pre-fucked turkeys, drove up to the lake with a dump truck, and just...
Oh, yeah. I just picture, like, the mafia just doing, like under the cover of darkness, and they even have, like, little concrete shoes on. Like,
they do it every year, though, and some families figured it out. They go out there with their rowboat every year with their son or daughter.
They just fish them out.
They just... Find a good one. Find a good big one. Yeah. They pick one out. Like, no, throw it back. Throw it back. That one's not a keeper.
Yeah. We were like catch and release family.
Yeah. They
catch and release turkeys
to get the pre-fucked pre-brine.
Yeah.
So tenderized and then brine.
Yeah, but they I love the fact
tenderized.
that they're like, oh, we don't want to, we need to make sure that they disintegrate, so they take them out of the packaging, of course, and then that's
these are no packaged turkeys.
Yeah, they're
floating
getting good
in the
and
water.
brine. You just want to make sure you get one from this year and don't find one from last year.
Turkeys will float in salt water.
Yep.
They will. When you brine, they float to the top of the brine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And but in real life, what people are thinking is for some reason they're fine. It must just be a novelty thing, because I feel like driving all the way out to the lake and just dropping your turkey off is a little harder than just filling the thing up with some fucking, salt water and just doing it in your own, you can, like, making a brine and brining something it takes time.
It's weird because
it takes the same amount of time here, but I would say, like, it's not difficult.
It's weird because people are probably bragging it to their family. Like, you know what? Everyone else brines in like their 5-gallon bucket with their orange peels and stuff.
They put this in a lake.
We put this in the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah, that's right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And like as they like throw it in the pan to like put the stuffing in, like fucking centipedes come out of it.
And fucking
it's got a fish in it.
Hypodermic needles. Like,
I'm just saying, anything from that lake is
exactly
probably in it. Like, could have a family of frogs.
Oh yeah.
Could have a frog ducking.
Oh, yeah.
Or a fish ducking, whatever. Yeah, whatever is in it. You just call it that plus ducking, even though there's no duck involved.
Honey, I figured out. Frog ducking. You were talking about fetuses and hoes, honey. Fuck! God damn Damn it! Back to the drawing board. How did I get onto frog ducking?
Yeah, basically they are telling people don't do this. Great Salt Lake State Park and Marina is sharing a silly but serious message from the Salt Lake City residents. Don't brine your turkey in the Great Salt Lake. Recently, someone found a turkey in the water, and basically that sparked the conversation.
But again, I wonder
it's not
how
like
much
when
of
we're
it's
saying
like,
there were hundreds. They found one, and
I'm
they
also
were like,
curious.
don't
I'm also
do
curious
that.
if it's just like somebody just tossed they're like, this is a rotten turkey. Let's throw it in the lake. Like they're
That's
like
a
that's the
weird
way
thing
you
to do with a turkey.
I feel like if you gotta get rid of a body of any kind, you go to the one of the biggest lakes in the fucking nation.
But getting rid of a turkey is not a crime. Just throw it. You can just
Isn't
drive
it?
down the highway and throw it at a stop sign.
This is Mormon country, man.
There's stop signs on the highway, by the way.
This was a bad idea. I got an extra stop sign.
No one ever accepts the highway stop sign. That makes me want to steal a stop sign from a neighborhood now. Just go to the highway, just put it in the ground.
Oh my god, that's one of those things like somebody would do to be funny. It was like an influencer, and it would
kill
cause
people.
thousands of deaths, and you'd spend the rest of your life in prison, Johnny Samara style. Yeah,
That's like a Logan Paul kind of prank.
yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny later. Put stop sign on the highway.
Uh-oh, hopefully there's no evidence. You live streamed it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you walked up to the burning wreckage, and instead of helping the woman out of the car, who was easily, you could have unbuckled her belt and dragged her out, you just filmed her burn for likes.
Yeah, I'm a journalist. You know, see the movie Civil War? I just rewatched that. You know, you just gotta observe it. You can't, you know, it's sort of like nature documentary style, you know? You can't help the duck getting eaten by the alligator. You just gotta watch it happen and jerk off to it. What's that? Never mind. See ya. Stop sign. So, yeah, I do like that. The thought of coming up on a stop sign suddenly, because in their heads, people are like, oh, fuck! They're not going to think I'm on a, like, somebody will slam on their brakes before it triggers them, be like, oh, you're not this, no. Yeah. So I feel like you could cause a lot of deaths.
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
Yep.
But that's why we have this podcast. We get to...
That's a good insult too. You're about as useful as a stop sign on a highway.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
it as an insult.
that's pretty good. It's
a good insult.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
There's more to this story that someone wrote. In fact, they wrote a lot. It goes on for pages. I'm not reading it because you know why? Don't put turkeys in the lake is the story.
This is why people quote unquote, you know, write these things.
I'm not reading that.
They jam as much content in. That's why like when people like think like, oh, it's funny because, you know, recipe blogs and stuff have, you know, 60-page you know, articles on just how to cook one thing. That. Well, that's just all SEO shit, man. Like it's fucking
It's that, and it's so you can't copyright a recipe. You can copyright the story.
Yeah, exactly. But also you can make it. I hate it. You can make it a paragraph. There was one person on social media a while ago that made a really good they're like, I want to write a story where the person has been committing, like a serial killer has been committing to their crimes for decades, but they've been hiding it in the middle of their recipe blog. I love it. Nobody has ever read it before. So they have all of their because nobody reads past the first, like, when I was 16 and I first ate a yam pie. Well, boy, howdy. And this is how you know, and then I'm just like...
I love that. I've got a whole collection of my own recipes that I've curated over the years. A lot of recipes.
Yeah.
I could just literally start a very simple website with a blog. Just populate the blog. No other website. No pages, no nothing.
Yep.
Just the blog. That's the entire site pretty much. And a search bar, of course, so you can search for the recipes. And then just do that. Just write weird-ass fucking shit, and then at the end, put the recipe.
You know what? I want to actually do it, like, so where I can actually...
stories, chapter per recipe.
That's so I was thinking of doing something like that, and then at the end of it, just be like how to boil a hot dog or something like that. Yeah. And now, by the way, hot dog, put water, boil.
First fill your pot with milk.
Yep.
That's how we make milk dogs.
Actually, you know... I don't know if that would be horrible.
It's Thanksgiving. Time to change out the milk for the nog.
Boil
some nog.
Nog dogs.
Throw it in nog dogs. Throw in your nog dogs.
Honestly, nog dogs. Please, for the love of... Actually, it might be the name of the episode.
It's the title of the episode.
It's the title of the episode. And honestly, I think that's just enough for us to go ahead and sign off. You guys get the title right at the very end and get lost, everybody.
Get lost.
Clock ticks loud in the factory line. Machines hum low. We're doing fine. Caught in steam. The smell is wild. Sweat and feathers getting riled. Double trouble in the air. No one said that love was fair. Eyes meet over turkey pies. Factory fires burning high. Rusty tools, they clang and bang. In the shadows, lovers sang. dances with no rest. Gobble trouble in the air. No one said that love was fair. Eyes bleed over turkey pies. Factory fires burning high. Feathers flying, shift is done. Daybreak smiles between the fun. Though they know it's kinda risky, love's a dish both hot and frisky. Gobble trouble in the air. No one said that love was fair. Eyes bleed over turkey pies. Factory fires burning high. Burning high. Rusty tools, they clang and bang. In the shadows, lovers sang secret trysts among the breasts. Midnight dances with no rest. Midnight dances with no rest. Gobble trouble in the air. No one said that love was